Hello, Mitchell here with my discussion board post for the greatest reality television show of all time. Um, to answer the first question, is this an accurate depiction of coaching in youth sports today? I would have to say, I hope not. Um, the show's a little bit, not nitpicky, but it definitely is a very small sample size, and it used probably the most extreme form of coaching that we have in the United States, if I had to guess. It used the subject of the documentary or the show, which obviously there's a subject because it's the most exciting, is a basically what I would assume is the travel team equivalent or the basically the top tier youth league in Texas for football, which football's already big enough in Texas, but to have that top tier, that most competitive um, um, league of football in Texas, of course there's going to be, I guess, coaches like this and parents like this. As far as it being an accurate depiction of coaching in youth sports today, I have no idea. I would assume not because uh, like I said, this is the top level of football in Texas is gonna have this because it's the most competitive. I would say that's the most competitive. If I had to guess, the most competitive league of a sport in the United States. Um, but the closest, I mean, I always played rec league and a little bit of middle school baseball, so I never really played something super competitive like football, Texas football. But the closest coach I ever had to any of these was the coach for the Predators in the show, because he was more of he knew that the team had to work hard if they wanted to win and they had to be competitive. But he also started out the season with a family, for lack of a better term, a family fun day to ease his players in and tell the family, this is a whole ordeal. The family needs to be involved, and we gotta be one unit. We gotta love and respect each other. I never had anything like that, but coaches. I had coaches who were able to balance wanting to win, being competitive, trying to teach stuff, with also being understanding, being respectful, and being liked. Not being liked, but liking the team. Having respect for the players, caring about the well being of their players. So, in my own personal experience, that is not how the show is not how coaching is in youth sports today. But I'm also, baseball and football might be almost opposites of each other, and I don't know for a fact, what, other than my own experience. And then yeah, I kind of talked about this already, but number two, have you had any experiences with coaches such as what has been dictated in this show? And I never played football, so I don't know if rec football or even Indiana football is like Texas football. I would assume not, just because of how high football is in Texas. Um, but no, I was always, I wasn't necessarily a coach's pet, but almost, I can think of one who didn't, but I almost every single coach I had loved me because I put in. I was never the best at anything, or even sometimes good at certain stuff, but I put in just as much effort as the next guy, if not more. And that's generally what the coaches want, is effort. Obviously, they want to win and be competitive, but as long as in my experience, as long as you were given 110%, then you were doing okay. But no, I've never really had any experiences like what this show shows, which, of course, they were also probably nitpicking at editing. Maybe the coaches, especially that Broncos coach, maybe the coaches weren't as bad as they seemed or as tough as they seemed, but for TV purposes, they did a lot of editing, a lot of cutting, a lot of putting the exciting stuff back to back. So no, I don't know if this is accurate. In my experience, it wasn't, and I never had experiences like this show says. So, thank you for watching.